Hey guys, so here we are towards the end of the summer season and right at the beginning of the fall season. Beautiful, gorgeous day today, warm day today. So Catherine and I have decided we're going to go for a walk out in the woods. It's a little bit early right now for the leaves to be changing colors for this fall season because we're right at the beginning of the fall season, but we'll get out there and see what the leaves look like and just enjoy a day out in nature, out in the forest. And I think as we go for our walk today, that's exactly what we're going to talk about. We're going to talk about the benefits of walking. I think there are so many benefits to walking, and we're going to highlight some of those for you today. Okay, let's get started. So we reached our destination and our hike is underway here. Gorgeous, beautiful day as you can see. Just so happy to be alive and outside in nature. Not sure how long our hike is going to be today, but there are supposed to be some nice views along the way, so we'll be sure to show you what we come across. And like I said, we'll talk about the benefits of walking. So in going over some of the benefits of walking, the first thing that I'm going to concentrate on here is the physical benefits to walking, and there are so many. So the first thing I'm going to mention is that walking can be excellent for weight loss and weight maintenance. Walking is an excellent way in which to expend calories, and by expending more calories than you're taking in, that will lead to weight loss. But not only is it a good way to expend more calories, but walking can also increase your basal metabolic rate. And really what that means at the end of the day is that even at rest, when you aren't physically active, you'll end up burning more calories. So through a combination of those things, by expending more calories when you are walking and by increasing your basal metabolic rate, that is a good way in which to achieve weight loss and weight maintenance. One of the other physical benefits of walking is it can be excellent for your cardiovascular system. So walking has positive effects on your blood pressure and your overall cardiovascular health. Now that does mean that you need to maintain a certain level of intensity when you're walking, but as long as you're doing that, there will be benefits to blood pressure as well as your overall cardiovascular health. And being more cardiovascularly health will mean benefits, meaning a decreased chance of things like stroke, heart attack, and peripheral vascular disease. All of those are pretty scary things, and you can decrease your chances of those things occurring by increasing your cardiovascular health, and walking is an excellent way in which to do that. There are some other more physical benefits to walking, but we'll get to those in just a moment. All right, catch up with you a little bit later. So another benefit to walking, and this is an important one if you have diabetes, is that it can help with your blood sugar. So walking has been shown to improve insulin sensitivity, and that really is your body's ability to use the insulin that it has, so it uses it a little bit more efficiently or effectively. And when you're walking, you're using the muscles throughout your body, and that also can help to lower your blood glucose levels because your muscles will use the glucose that's in your blood as a source of fuel. In addition to that, just some of the other general benefits that I talked about, like the weight loss and the cardiovascular health, again, all beneficial things if you have a diagnosis of diabetes. So for those individuals with a diagnosis of diabetes, walking tremendous, helps with weight loss, insulin sensitivity, and the use of the glucose that's already in your blood, and that does lower your overall glucose levels, which is often an aim for people with diabetes. So that would be another one of the benefits of walking. Okay, so the other way that walking can help you physically is it can actually help with your bones. It is considered a weight-bearing exercise in the sense that when you are walking, your spine and your femurs, which are the two big leg bones, bear a lot of your weight. And with that weight bearing, it can be a real agent that helps to strengthen your bones. So it is good for you in that way. Of course, walking is probably not enough in terms of maintaining your bone health. You would always want to couple that with a good resistance or weight training regimen as well. Walking is also good, and this maybe is a little bit more for those of you who are elderly out there, in terms of balance and preventing falls. So as you are walking, particularly if you are walking on uneven terrain, it can help you to maintain your sense of balance, and down the road in the future, that can prevent you from having some falls. So there are a couple other physical benefits to walking. Okay, so in sort of finishing up the physical benefits of walking, I guess the one thing I do need to mention is maintaining a certain intensity when it comes to your walking, because it is important to maintain a certain intensity, particularly if you're going to reap some of the physical benefits of walking. And a good subjective way in which to measure whether your intensity of walking is pretty good is as you're walking, you should be able to continue to speak in sentences, but maybe you don't have enough breath to sing a song, as an example. So if that's what you're able to do as you're walking, you know, that's a pretty good subjective way of measuring things and knowing that you are maintaining a good intensity of walking. One other maybe more objective way is you could certainly measure your heart rate. There are a lot of heart rate monitors and so forth out there, and that would be a good way of measuring your intensity of walking as well. And if you're going to do that, trying to achieve maybe 50 to 70% of your maximum heart rate would allow you to know that you're maintaining a good intensity of walking. Now, you do want to try and increase that intensity over time, particularly as you become more physically fit. And there are a few ways in which to do that. So the first way would be to simply increase your pace. And when I say increase your pace, basically what it means is that you are covering the same amount of ground, but over a shorter period of time. So basically you're just walking faster. The second way in which to increase your intensity would be to walk for longer. So you simply cover a greater amount of ground, or you go for a longer duration. Your walk is simply longer. And then the third way in which you can increase your intensity is to increase the the terrain over which you're walking. So as an example, walking uphill would increase your intensity of walking, simply because walking uphill is a little bit harder than it is walking over level ground or walking downhill. So those are three ways that you could use to try and increase the intensity of your walking over time. And it would be important to do that over time as you become more physically fit. Okay? So those are some of the physical benefits of walking, ways in which you can increase the intensity of your walking over time to gain more benefit over time. And we're also going to touch on some other benefits of walking as well. All right. I hope you guys are keeping up. Let's keep going. So as I'm walking along, I actually thought of one other benefit there is to walking, and that's that it can help you get a better night's rest. So it can help you to sleep more restfully. I think it can add to some of the good elements of sleep, like deep sleep and REM sleep, and just help you to really wake up a little bit more refreshed in the morning because you do get a better night's sleep. So that would be one other added benefit to walking. So one of the second great things about walking is I think it can just help you to be connected. So one, it can help you be connected to other people. I think going for a walk with someone is a great way to just have a conversation and get to know someone. It's no secret that Steve Jobs, when he was the CEO of Apple, loved to go for walking meetings. And I think it was because it just allowed him to maybe get to know someone a little bit better, get the creative juices flowing. I think it also just helps you to feel connected to the world around you. So when you're out here walking in nature, it just helps you to feel connected to nature and to the world as a whole. If you're doing some urban hiking, it can help you feel connected to your neighborhood. You get to know your neighbors a little bit better, get to know your businesses that are in the neighborhood, and get to know your city a little bit better. I think walking is one of the best ways that you can use to get to know a city, whether it's your own city or whether you're traveling somewhere else. So I think that's one other great advantage to just walking, is just to be connected to other people and to the world around you. We'll see if there's some other advantages. So like I said earlier, I think walking is a great way to be connected with others and connected to your surroundings. But I also think walking is a great way to just be by yourself and to use that opportunity for a variety of things. Certainly you can use it as an opportunity just to decompress, de-stress from your day, listen to a bit of music, listen to the soundtrack of your life. Mine definitely would be music from the 80s. You can use it to think about your day, think about a problem that you might be struggling with and how you might overcome that problem. You can just use it to be mindful, to take note of your surroundings. Just put away the phone, go for a walk, take note of your surroundings, whether you're in nature or in the city, and just soak that all in and use all of your senses to do that. I think you could use it as an opportunity to learn. You can listen to a podcast or an ebook, and that might just be for purely entertainment, but it also might be to do some learning, to learn about a new topic, learn a new skill. So just to be by yourself and to use that time to do any one of these things, I think is a great way in which walking is also very helpful. So I think in the end, walking, definitely physical benefits. I think definitely social benefits, with other people and with your surroundings, and also personal, sort of maybe emotional or mental benefits to it as well. There's a lot more I could go into on any one of these topics, so certainly let me know if you'd like to know some more. But I think that's about it for today. We're losing some light here, so we need to get back. I hope you enjoyed it. All right, we'll see you later. That's just life as I see it.